Good morning. If you've ever wondered what our homeschool room looks like, this is where I'm going to be taping today. So let me turn you to the left. When you walk in from our kitchen, this is where the boys' workstations are. We have 3 desks, Matthew, Jacob, and Joshua. And this is where they do their independent work. Then you scan across, and this is just what our homeschool room looks like. Welcome to Bolton Brothers Academy, which we named after Elizabeth had gone off to college. No worries. So there's some storage. This is my son Matthew's Lego station, his Lego building creations. And here's where we meet each morning. The boys and I sit at the table, and they have drawers with their supplies in it. And we do our morning work together at the table. And it also is part of our living room. So you'll often find them on the couch as we listen to stories together. We read books together. There's Matthew's fish tank. And the rest of our supplies. Who am I kidding? Some of our supplies. So that's the Bolton Homeschool. And we will begin Bible Trivia Part 1. If you enjoy this, I can do a Part 2 with Amy. See you soon. Here we have the score-keeping pieces. Erica is going to spread these out on the tables in little bowls. When you receive a correct answer, you can take one of the Alphabite candies and put it in your pile. At the end, Erica will tally up the score for each person, and they can come up and choose a prize. And at the end, you can eat these little Alphabite candies. Welcome, Manor friends. Well, my location has changed. There's just too many kids walking in and out of the schoolroom. So here I am in my bedroom, and today we're going to play Bible Trivia. What's going to happen is I'm going to ask you a question. I have a bowl full of questions here. And if you get the answer right, just say it out loud, you will take a piece of candy from the middle dish and put it in front of you. At the end of the game, you will be able to count those up and hopefully enjoy a prize. I am going to use these little buzzers that I bought for my kids when they play games, because we often have trouble with kids saying, well, I went first, I answered first. So I am going to read a question, wait a few seconds and let you guys answer, and then I'll squeeze one of these, and that'll be time up, and I will give you the answer. If you don't know the answers, don't worry. This is just supposed to be a lot of fun and a little learning on the side. So if you are ready for Bible Trivia 1, let us get started. And our first question is, where was Jesus born? Okay, that's the time up. The answer is Bethlehem. So if you said Bethlehem or were thinking Bethlehem, go ahead and take a piece of candy as a counter and place it in front of you. Next question. Who was given the 10 Commandments from God at the top of a mountain? Cecil, this one's for you. I'm going to read the questions twice. Who was given the 10 Commandments from God at the top of a mountain? Cecil? Or what would Cecil say? Okay, time's up. The answer is Moses. Next question. Which book tells about the visit of the wise men to baby Jesus? The question is, which book tells about the visit of the wise men to baby Jesus? I'm going to try a new buzzer. And the answer is the book of Matthew. Next question. How did Jesus reveal to the one who would betray him? This is at the Last Supper. How did Jesus reveal the one who would betray him at the Last Supper? Here's another one. Okay, and the answer is he dipped a piece of bread and passed it to him. Next question. How many days was Lazarus dead before Jesus brought him back to life? The question is, how many days was Lazarus dead before Jesus brought him back to life? Okay, here's another sound. And the answer is 4. Next question. Who was the tax collector that climbed up a tree so he could see Jesus? Who was the tax collector that climbed up a tree so he could see Jesus? The answer is Zacchaeus. I dropped one somewhere. Okay, what was the meaning of the rainbow in the sky? Question, what was the meaning of the rainbow in the sky? Time's up. The answer is God's promise not to flood the earth again. Next question. What is the first book of the New Testament? The question is, what is the first book of the New Testament? And the answer is Matthew. Are you ready for some more? Here we go. Next question. Where was Jesus crucified? The question is, where was Jesus crucified? Time's up. Golgotha is the answer. Next question. For how many days did Jesus appear to his disciples after his resurrection? For how many days did Jesus appear to his disciples after his resurrection? And the answer is 40 days. Oh, the next question. Which apostle was a tax collector? The question is, which apostle was a tax collector? And the answer is Matthew. Next question. Who was thrown into a den of lions by an evil king? Question is, who was thrown into a den of lions by an evil king? Okay, and the answer is Daniel. Next question. How many apostles did Jesus have? Question. How many apostles did Jesus have? And the answer is 12. My papers are all stuck together here. The next question. Who got swallowed by a whale? Who got swallowed by a whale? And everyone said Jonah. Next question. What did the rich young ruler not want to give up? This is hard for many people to give up. What did the rich young ruler not want to give up to follow Jesus? He didn't want to give up his riches. Uh-oh. Next question. Which angel appeared to Mary? You might remember this as part of the Christmas story in Jesus' birth. Which angel appeared to Mary? And the answer is Gabriel. Next question. Who came to visit Jesus at night? Who came to visit Jesus at night? And the man's name is Nicodemus. Which man and woman lived in the Garden of Eden? Which man and woman lived in the Garden of Eden? Let's see, how about this one? The answer is Adam and Eve. Are you having fun? If I'm going too fast, I'm sorry. Getting used to this. Self-taping and doing videos. So, the next question. Which brave young boy had a fight with a giant called Uh-oh. Let's try this again. Which brave young boy had a fight with a giant called Goliath? I hope I'm saying that right. Which brave young boy had a fight with a giant called Goliath? And the answer is David. David and Goliath. It's a hard one to say. You guys try saying it. Goliath. Next question. Where was Paul when he went blind? Where was Paul when he went blind? Let's try this one. He was on the road to Damascus. Next question. Which is the first book of the Bible? Question. Which is the first book of the Bible? And they all answered Genesis. Okay. What did God create on the first day of creation? The question, what did God create on the first day of creation? And the answer is light. It said night and day, and it was called good, or it was good. Okay. Jesus miraculously broke just a few loaves of bread and fishes and fed 5,000 men along with women and children. How many loaves and fishes did he start with? Question. Jesus miraculously broke just a few loaves of bread and fishes and fed 5,000 men along with the women and children. How many loaves and fishes did he start with? And the answer is 5 loaves and 2 fish. Okay. Who said, "Peace, be still"? Who said, "Peace, be still"? And the answer is Jesus. Name one book that tells of Jesus' birth. Name one book that tells of Jesus' birth. And the answer is Matthew, or you could have said Luke. Ooh. Who killed his brother? The question is, who killed his brother? This is coming from the book of Genesis. And the answer is Cain. If you remember, Cain killed his brother Abel. Who lived on locusts and wild honey? Who lived on locusts and wild honey? The answer is John the Baptist. Okay, we are halfway through Bible trivia game number 1. And the next question up is, as Jesus and his disciples were crossing the Sea of Galilee in a boat, a big storm arose. Jesus rebuked the wind and waves, and the storm disappeared. What was Jesus doing when the storm arose? It's a long one. Here we go. As Jesus and his disciples were crossing the Sea of Galilee in a boat, a big storm arose. Jesus rebuked the wind and the waves, and the storm disappeared. What was Jesus doing when the storm arose? Jesus was sleeping. Whom did Jesus call the Comforter? Whom did Jesus call the Comforter? The answer is the Holy Spirit. I think I like playing with all of these. The end. You can tell me which sound you liked the best. Just a little fun here at the Bolton household. Okay. In what water was Jesus baptized? In what water was Jesus baptized? The answer is the River Jordan. Who did God give the job of building a massive boat called an ark? Who did God give the job of building a massive boat called an ark? We did the story with Julie, probably 2 or 3 months ago. If you remember, I brought it in and the little people and a little rainbow. And the answer is Noah. Okay. I'm not going to say okay as many times as I did last time. I think I'm only on 2, I promise. What is John the Baptizer's father's name? What is John the Baptizer's father's name? So who are his parents? And we're looking specifically for the father's name. And the answer is Zacharias. And if you can tell who was his mother, answer it now. You'll get an extra piece of candy. And the answer is Elizabeth. Okay, how did Judas identify Jesus as the one to be arrested? How did Judas identify Jesus as the one to be arrested? What did he do? Okay, let's try this one. You remember from the story, he kissed Jesus to identify him to the soldiers, which one was going to be Jesus. So Judas kissed Jesus and gave him away. Ooh. What disease did Jesus heal 10 men of? What disease did Jesus heal 10 men of? Oh, I got the same one again. Ready? He healed them of leprosy. If you remember, there was 10 of them, and only one turned back. And Jesus said, well, where are the other ones? And they didn't turn back to say thank you. And the disease was called leprosy. Okay, guys, we only have about 6 more questions. What did Jesus... Start again. What did... Trying again. What miracle did Jesus perform at the marriage in Cana? Cana? What miracle did Jesus perform at the marriage in Cana? Cana? I think it's Cana. John Elston, are you out there? Is it Cana or Cana? I think it's going to be Cana. And the answer is, he turned water into wine. Okay. For how many days and nights was Jesus fasted? I don't know who wrote that question. For how many days and night was Jesus fasted? I don't think that's written correctly. Let me try again. For how many days and nights had Jesus fasted? Now the teacher says that sounds better. And the answer is 40. Who said, "He is not here, for he is risen"? Who said, "He is not here, for he has risen"? The blue one again. The answer is an angel. 3 more questions after this one. What does the word gospel mean? What does the word gospel mean? Where's the pink button here? Nope. Oh, blue again. And the answer is good news. Gospel means good news. Okay. Oh, that's only the 3rd time. What is the common name given to the first 4 books in the New Testament? What is the common name given to the first 4 books of the New Testament? And the answer is the Gospels. Which book comes last in the New Testament? Which book comes last in the New Testament? I'm going to find my pink button. And the answer is Revelation. Uh-oh, guys, this might be the last one. Here we go. How many times did Peter deny Jesus? How many times did Peter deny Jesus? Let's try this one. And the answer is 3. So, guys, did you enjoy it? If so, let Erica know so that I can do Bible Trivia Part 2, possibly in the next coming weeks. I do hope that we get to come in and see you guys. We really, really miss you. Until then, it'll be these silly videos that I'm learning how to make and some cooking or baking or games or anything that you'd like me to do. Send a little message. Say okay 30 times like I did the last time. Here were the sounds for today. And I hope you enjoyed playing today. If you would count up your candy in front of you, those are all the points that you received during playing of this game. And Erica is going to hand out some prizes, or you go up and choose which prize you would like. And I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope that I get to do it again soon. Until then, be blessed. Love you guys.